fast too, because the simulator is nice, but you have to be able to hit it like perfectly.
Absolutely.
Which is great practice, but also sometimes it's just like
It's frustrating, maddening, right?
Yeah.
So let's take a look. So it's been a little bit, so let's take a look. Do we have any questions before we begin?
No. My question more so is for like the longer clubs, because
Okay.
I know the stance that you gave us, like when I last had the lesson, that it was more upright and it just kind of have my hands like dangle more.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to like the 7-iron, I can't do that.
Okay. Well,
like it doesn't feel. It hurts my back. It doesn't feel normal.
Okay. Well, let's see what we're kind of doing here. We'll kind of work on that.
Pitching wedge that I'm using right now.
Okay. So feet together. Good. All right. So a few things that we need to kind of see here, just a little bit, to kind of help us out. So I need a little bit more waist, a bend from the waist a little bit.
Okay.
So a little bit more this way.
Okay.
There you go, good. And a little bit, just a little bit more knee flex. There we go, good.
Okay.
Is that kind of helping our back out a little bit there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the thing that we're kind of doing here is that we're kind of getting like this. I think we're kind of going like this. We're kind of going like this a little bit, right? So I want you to kind of bend from the waist a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, give yourself a little flex in your knees, which will get our chest over the ball a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So I think the big thing is just making sure that we feel like we're really bent from the waist. I'm going to come on in here real quick. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this.
Good. Okay. How's that feel for our back?
Better.
Okay. Do we have the 7-iron here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give that guy a shot here and make sure.
And also we talked about how my clubs could possibly be, I don't know if it's too long or too short. One and one.
Well, you're what, probably 5'11" or so?
No.
5'10"? How tall are you?
5'7".
5'7". Okay, I mean you're pretty tall for a lady. So how is that feeling for our back right there?
It feels good. It feels fine.
Okay.
Because before I was more like upright, so I feel like it was causing an issue.
Correct. You're putting a lot of pressure probably right here on that lower back right there. Good. Okay. So let's just kind of walk through it one more time.
Okay.
Okay. Let's kind of do this one more time. So we're going to put our feet together, just as so. Okay. Right. We're going to bend from the waist just a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to crack our knees. Equal steps, let our arms hang down naturally, and make sure that we're bending from the waist. Give me just a little bit wider stance than that. There you go. How does our lower back feel right now?
That's fine.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we're in a comfortable position. That's what I'm trying to go for right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Better?
Okay. Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Let's go through it again. I want to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it.
Okay.
Here we go. Good. Feet together. We're going to bend from the waist. Okay. We're going to start feeling a little tension in our hamstrings. Crack our knees. Right. Equal steps. There we go. Let the club hang down off our shoulders naturally. Good. How does that feel for our lower back? Talk to me.
That feels better. Yeah.
Good. Let's go through that again.
Okay.
So the more that we start to reach, because we're talking about our lower back a little bit, right? The more I start to reach,
the more you're going to feel in my back,
Correct. So now if I get my hands a little bit closer to my body here, we're putting that weight into our legs, not into our lower back.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Legs, yeah.
Good. All right. Good. Because we definitely want to have a posture and a swing where we're not in pain. right? Nobody wants to go out there and spend 4 hours in pain. So the first move that we're going to kind of make here, just a little bit here, you kind of see how you're kind of getting underneath here just a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to kind of feel like, I'm going to kind of, so go ahead and set up. So all I want you to do is just glide that across the shaft there. There you go. Got it. All right.
Okay.
See how we're doing that?
It's more like a. Okay.
Okay. Feel how your face is kind of opening just a little bit
Yeah.
there? Okay. Good. Right. So a little drill that you can do is have Cisco kind of hold this right here for
Okay.
you, and you just kind of go like this.
Okay.
All right, and that's just the beginning of the swing right there. Just kind of getting an idea that the face does rotate open just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, it's not going to be so far underneath like this.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because that'll cause me.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's once we get like this, then we're going to kind of get our shoulder really down, get in a
Yeah.
bad position, and then we're here. So if I can get you to kind of get more of that face to kind of rotate like this.
Okay.
See how the toe is up a little bit?
Yeah.
It's not wide open like this.
Right.
And it's not super shut like this, so it's kind of toe up.
Yeah.
Right? Then I can allow my shoulder to rotate up. You can see
Okay.
there, right? But if I keep that face down, I have to keep this going up and this going down to keep turning.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Very good.
It's like a 45-degree angle, kind of.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great idea.
That's kind of how I'm like picturing it in my head.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, I think a lot of people get kind of bound with the idea that they want to keep that club face
Yeah.
square at the ball. They're afraid to open it up a little
Yeah.
bit. But remember, you know, as much as the golf swing is this way, right, it is this way as well,
Yeah.
right? So as I go back, right, I could just do this right now. Okay, so you can see those. That's the basic motion. If I put it all together. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm dropping down a little bit, though. Maybe not.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to drop down a little bit.
Right.
Okay, because you're going to start feeling pressure in your feet, like you're pushing into the ground a little bit, which is
Okay.
good. Okay.
Okay.
I like to kind of equate it to the idea. You played basketball before, right? What sports did you play?
None.
None. You didn't play anything. Have you
No.
ever made a free throw in basketball? Have you ever got up to the line and made a
Yeah,
free throw?
yeah.
Right. Before you do that, right? Don't you push into the ground
Yeah.
before you go, right? If you were
Yeah.
going to jump, right? We
Right.
don't.
No,
Right?
you
We push
it
down to
first.
go
Yeah.
up. So that's an athletic motion that we're trying to get into the golf swing as well. Okay.
Okay.
So that's natural.
Okay.
Okay. Good. 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 Okay. I say we kind of make a motion. Let's break it on through a little bit and see
Okay.
how we feel on, making a small little swing. Okay.
Okay.
Making sure our setup is not causing any pain for our swing.
I don't feel any pain.
Okay, good.
Whereas before I felt it all here and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna not do that.
Okay, good, good. That's my main goal right now.
No, I feel it on my legs, which is like where I want to feel it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good. Go through your setup. Very good. Good.
Yeah, no, I don't feel anything.
Okay, good, good. So we've got kind of the basics of the start of the backswing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's kind of take a look at it here one more time. Give me a swing here, and I'm going to put it on video on this one.
Okay.
Let's take a look at our motion here. A little.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a little bit of a lift, and then you can kind of see we start to slowly start to get that weight over.
Yeah.
All right, so the hands kind of pass by us, right?
Sort of weight transfer.
Right. All right, so you can see the head kind of pops up to allow the hands to come through,
Yeah.
right? And then we're like, letting the club pass just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so let's kind of talk about this. Let's just kind of get a feel for it, right? So I just want you to kind of hit the shit out of that. Okay, just go ahead, and I just want you to load off and hit it, and I want you to kind of notice what your lower body's kind of doing when we do this.
Okay.
Okay, so just go off and hit it. Hit it as hard as
Just
you
like
want.
normal.
Normal,
Just
like whatever
general.
works for you. Let's kind of see.
Like I have to like go into stance. Feels weird just like hitting it.
Good. Good. Right, so set up one more time for me. Okay. Hit the bag, and then I want you to kind of stop when you get to it. Good. Okay, so we're going to kind of work on a few things here, right?
Okay.
So you notice how you've got a lot of weight probably on your back foot right now?
Yeah.
Okay, that needs to be in the front.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to get you in a position where it's going to be impact. So go ahead and go through your setup for me. Behind here. Okay, you feel how we're transferring
Yeah.
our weight now?
Oh, like mostly on this one now.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So that's what impact's going to feel like for us when we get there.
Okay.
Okay, much more of this kind of feel right here where
Yeah.
we're transferring, right?
Okay.
Okay, but right now what we're kind of doing, okay, is we're here, right? The club is kind of passing by us,
Yeah.
and then we're getting our weight going.
Okay.
through it. Okay, so I'm going to have you hit the impact bag again, and I want you to try to replicate that feeling that we just had there. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Good. You see how your hands are so much more
Yeah.
forward now? Great. There you go. Good. Good.
Okay.
All right. Okay, do it again here. Feel the transfer of weight that
Yeah.
we're trying to go for?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of give you a different feel.
Okay.
Okay. Because I like to give people two different feels. So I'm going to have to grab this bag,
Okay.
and then what I want you to do is I want you to kind of take a back swing, and
Okay.
I want you to throw it as hard as you can out.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
Stand right over here. Good. Okay. That's okay. Don't worry about that. Okay. Good. You see how your weight's
Yeah.
coming forward there?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it with the back then. All right. So. I'm trying to do this. So let's just try to make some practice swings at that tee.
Okay.
I just put a little tee here in the ground.
You want me to like my point of impact? Like
Yeah,
after impact,
just
or
imagine that's like a ball or something. So
Okay,
we'll line up to that. And let's just kind of take some practice swings and kind of feel like what we're trying to replicate with it, okay? Good. Okay. You lost the tee, but that's fine. That's good. Okay, that's a much better motion.
I have it in my dryer all the time. I just swing those.
There you go. Any big business trips this week coming up?
No, but I did actually just interview for a new company.
Did you really?
So I might, yeah, actually it's this company. They have an audit department, which would be, I would no longer be in public, which is kind of what I want at this point.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, see?
There you go. Good job. You feel that weight transfer
Yeah.
right there?
Yeah.
Great job.
So now I have the last interview round with, I think it's the associate managing director of the company.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes, and then maybe I'll be leaving my company.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I think it's like, I'm at the point where I've just been in public for like 8 years, and the hours just been,
Just done with it, huh?
I'm just done with it. It's getting to a point now where like, busy season doesn't end, it's just like a new busy season. Like summer
Gotcha.
it's like 401ks, and I'm like, I can't. And it's like an hour away for me to drive there, so it's just like,
It's out in Orlando, right?
no, it's in Tampa, but it's just the traffic, it just gets really hard.
Good job. Good job.
Some of that is the transfer. Right.
So I want you to move the ball a little bit up in your stance. Okay, so you got the ball kind of more like right here in the middle.
Okay.
Let's just kind of scooch up just a little bit
So like
closer.
kind of close to my front foot?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Like, too fast.
How's our back feeling though?
Better. Does not hurt at all right now.
Okay,
So-
good. That's numero uno for today's sesh, making sure we're not hurting when we swing.
Yeah.
Come on over here to this guy. I want you to give me 3 swings into the bag. Okay,
Normal.
just like normal. Feel that weight transfer, right? Good.
Yeah.
There we go. Once again. Yep. One more. There you go. It's all right. Good weight transfer though.
my fault. Sorry.
Just right in the spot. Alright, so let's take a look at that one. Well, the big thing I kind of see is watch our right hip here. See how much we've kind of slid into our right side there?
Yeah.
Okay. What happens is we've got what we call a slide, and then we kind of lift the club a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why your timing kind of gets off a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
We're bringing too far back.
well, what we're doing here, and I'll kind of show you. So when I see in the swing, it's kind of like our hips kind of do more of this,
Okay.
right? And then what happens is we go like this, and then we kind of lift the club up to
Gotcha.
kind of match up what we're kind of doing
Yeah.
here a little bit. We want to feel kind of more, and we're going to get the old, noodle out, but kind of feeling more like that right hip turns back that way. Correct, correct. So much more of an internal turn with the hip, yep, than a slide. Right, so we're going to let's take the club away just for a sec.
Okay.
That way we can just isolate that movement pattern. Put that right across our chest, just so. Good. Kind of get into your posture for me, please.
Okay.
Good. Okay, get into our posture. Okay. And I just want you to turn the tip of that down to the top of that back. There you go. Okay. Feel what you're.
Yeah.
Okay. Do that a couple times for me, please. All right. Let's take a look at that. So here's our swing. Here's our original swing here. All right. So if you take a look at your hip, got a slide there.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. That might be a little bit too
Too
deep.
down. Yeah.
A little bit too deep. Correct. So that's more the internal motion that we're looking for with our hip right there. Probably not so far,
Right.
what I'd say, dumpy, like
Yeah,
this.
I'm like going down.
Yeah, yeah. But we're just trying to, we're changing our movement patterns, so that's to be expected.
Yeah.
Right? But I like how the left shoulder's going down right there. We just want to make sure the head's not going down with it,
Okay.
which allows the right hip to really continue to go.
Yeah.
Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do this again. Just go ahead and get posture for me. Arms across your chest. Good. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, see where your head's at right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good. That's all the motion we really need right there. And it
Okay.
probably feels like you're hardly moving at all, am I right?
Yeah.
Or not moving nearly as much, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. There you go. Good. There you go. Better. Good. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's more the internal motion that we're looking for, because if I had a pole running from your head to your rear end,
Yeah.
you'd be turning around that pole.
Okay.
Instead of before, if you're a shish kebab, you're getting all
Yeah.
hollowed out and stuff like that. So
Okay.
that's going to be something that we're going to have to work on.
Okay.
Really in the mirror,
Okay.
kind of get in the
Yeah.
mirror and kind of do
Sure.
stuff like that. Okay? So let's
Okay.
try to grab a club here and try to replicate that feel. Any questions right now? Anything I can answer for you?
No, I think
Okay.
that works.
Making sure. What club do we have in our hand?
I actually have no idea. Pitching.
Okay. I want a little narrower stance than that, okay?
Okay.
There you go, good. Yep, go through your setup. Good.
That.
Yep, make sure you bend from the waist. That's going to be the big thing, and let those arms hang down naturally. Good. Yep. that's a whole different feeling, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Because to you, it was much more of a feeling of sliding back and kind of lifting up,
Right.
right? Now it's more of a turn.
Yeah. Just like internal.
Okay, good. So let's just try to give it a little swing here and try to make contact with the ground a little bit. See how we're doing, okay? Keep going. Good. How's that feeling for you?
Good.
Okay?
I don't feel any pain
Good.
when I run.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Nobody wants to feel pain.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if we can kind of put some of these things together, okay? Go through your routine, go through your mental checklist, and let's hit a few balls here, okay?
Not very sober.
All right. Let him come over through here. All right, so good, okay? Feeling ourselves turn
Yeah.
back here behind the ball, which is good, okay? Now feeling the slide, okay? So making sure that when we get home, okay, get a little something right across our chest. I'd probably have Cisco kind of hold his hand right behind your head right here, so you don't have to start dipping.
Yeah.
And just kind of go like this and just feel that left shoulder turn and that.
Okay.
Instead of having that head kind of go like this. Ready?
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your practice swing. Yep. Yep. Much better. Much better.
But then I
Okay.
can feel like the turn more.
Right? You can feel that hip kind
Yeah.
of turn up right here.
Release.
Ball. Good ball.
So good.
Good. Right? You just got to give yourself, your body time to, figure out what these motions are. So good job. Keep it up.
Not rush it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game of a lifetime, so be patient with yourself.
That's a nice thing about hitting on grass that you can see.
Oh, you
Because
can,
on the sim sometimes it'll tell you like that you hit a range and I'm like, no, I definitely hit the ground first. Like I can feel it, the difference.
Yeah.
So here you can actually see them.
correct. I mean, there's no line on the ground. It's going to tell you the truth.
Yeah, like today I have to work like a 12-hour day.
Oh, do you really?
And I have to work both days this weekend.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's like that kind of stuff where you just kind of,
No life.
yeah, pretty much.
No life. Okay. Let's do one more here and then take a break for just a second, okay? Talk here just a little bit, kind of take a break. Okay. You stand right there and let me kind of run through what we kind of talked about. If you have any questions, let me know.
Okay.
All right, so first thing that we're kind of working on here was our setup, making sure we don't have any pain in our lower back.
Right.
Okay. So big thing is when we get here, make sure that we really kind of bend from the waist a little bit. Okay. Let your chest feel like it's over top of the ball. Okay. Once we feel a little tension in our hamstrings, let's crack our knees, move it. And then make sure that we have our hands or arms a little bit closer to our body and no reach. Because once I start to reach, I have to start implying more of that lower back to brace myself. Once I get those hands a little bit closer to my body, like if I was holding a 50-pound weight right here, right, I'd be putting that weight into my legs. Right? So once I kind of do that, I'm good. Okay. Now as far as the takeaway is concerned, right, we want to have, you can see that, and I'm going to come right down the line here, right? Don't want to be like this, okay, which gets my left shoulder really down. Okay, we want to have a little bit of some forearm rotation. Okay, so when I get to the club is parallel to the ground, the toe is kind of pointing up. Okay, that's going to allow me to rotate and turn up. Okay, now the other thing is, and the drill that we kind of had was, we kind of have a little, club right here, and then just kind of slide it across just to so. Right, it's just a great way to kind of get a feel without trying to manipulate anything, right? Now the other thing that we kind of talked about in quite a bit is making sure that we get rid of this lateral slide. Okay, so for you kind of get like this, and then it's a lift. Okay. Now what we're trying to get to is more of this, where the hip is turning back behind us, and the arms are a little bit straight and in line with my chest here now. Okay. And that's going to be more of my turn. So as I get here, boom, just as so. And then making sure that as I come through, our weight transfer that we talked about, making sure that we get our weight transfer to come with impact, okay? Instead of having impact and then kind of this. Does that make sense? All right. So a couple of big things that we kind of worked on here was the impact bag, right? If you got like an impact bag, just kind of hit it.
We have one, so I can work on that.
Right, and you want to feel like when we get to impact, boom, everything's in line right here. Okay, that's a great feeling to have. But if I feel like I'm here, no good. Okay, and that's the big issue, is that we're going to be here. Right, but if I can get you here, weight going into that left side and coming, then you're going to be good. Okay. Any questions right now?
No. I mean, we have an impact bag, so I can do that at home, and then I'll have him help me. I mean, he'll be more than happy to help me.
I'm sure he will.
Anything golf related, he's like, yeah, sure.
He is pumped, man. He is pumped. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, he's very excited.
That's great. So let's hit a few more here before we break. So just kind of go through your routine here. Just kind of make a few swings there at the bottom, and then we'll hit a few balls. Good. A little before. It's okay. Go ahead and set up for me. Bring the club on back to you, please.
Wrist in.
You got a wrist set right there.
Okay.
So that's going to help get our angle of attack more at the ball. Okay. But if I get like this, then I'm probably going to hit it. Does that make sense? Okay. So here we go. Yes. Very good. Yeah. Yep, yep. So now we've got a little bit more sharper angle of attack to get down
okay.
there. Okay?
Okay.
So, let's kind of hit a few balls here. Let's get a second. Let you get back to work.
Okay, can't wait. Yeah, they have me managing like pool jobs.
Oh,
And I'm still only a staff. They have not promoted me to senior. I'm acting senior for 2 years though.
and they haven't promoted you?
Nope.
Yeah, I'd be getting a job interview real quick and getting out of there too.
Yeah. So
Good. Good wrist hinge right there.
I remember to do that.
Yeah.
And I'll practice today too. It's easy. It's easy with the sim though because you can just go in for like 5-10 minutes, then go back to work.
Yeah,
That's
take a
what he
little
does all day
break.
long.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit a few balls, work on something. That's great.
Yeah, and then this job that he's at, it's like 15 minutes from the house.
Gotta love that,
So I'm
man.
like, yeah, I'll do that. And like 5 minutes from his mom's too, so we can always like go to dinner with her because she's always asking to see us more. So I'm like, this will literally be perfect.
They are Hispanic, am I correct
Yes,
on that?
yes,
They
correct.
love family and they love to cook.
Yeah,
Love to
yeah,
cook.
but they love to
man.
cook really late.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
like she'll be like, dinner's at 5, and then we're like, no, it's not. And then we'll get there and it's like 6:30 and it hasn't even started yet. you know?
Correct. It's more like a social hour.
It
There's like
is.
2 or 3 hours of social hour before
It is.
dinner's actually done.
It is, but I love it coming
Yeah.
from a family that like didn't really do anything like that. So it's like really, it's fun for me.
Good. Good wrist hinge right there.
I'm focusing on that.
Yeah. You guys got any big trips planned for the summer coming up?
We are going to String Song for his birthday. That was his gift. So he's
Love that.
very, which reminds me, I need to call and like book the 2 times because they weren't available online when I booked it in like December. I guess they do like 30 to 60 days out. So I'm just going to call to make sure I can book because we're doing like 4 days. So I was like, oh, we'll just do each course.
Are you doing the clay shooting as well? Do you guys get into that?
Oh, I don't know. I can
Oh,
see who
yeah,
wants
it's
to
a
do
whole
that.
resort. They got clay shooting.
Yeah, I remember because I went there with my friends once, like me and a bunch of girls,
Mm-hmm.
and I did see that, but I forgot about that.
Great job.
Just ending on that one, you know.
All right, we'll end on that one then.
Like that on a positive note.
Absolutely. Let's talk about it here. So,
Okay.
posture, right? I think that's the big thing for today to
Yeah.
take away, right?
Mhm.
Making sure that I think for you to have 2 big things is make sure that you bend a little bit more from the waist,
Mhm.
okay, and let your arms hang down naturally.
Okay.
Okay, that making sure our hands are a little bit closer to our body than
Right.
further away is going to help support that weight into our legs and not into our lower back.
Okay.
Okay. Now, a few other things that we kind of talked about obviously was one, making sure that we rotate internally with our hips, not sliding outside.
Right.
Okay. The other thing is our takeaway, making sure that we kind of feel like that face is kind of opening up just a little bit.
Mhm.
Did a great job on that one. Okay. And then making sure that as we get here, we're getting that wrist set.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to help with your moment of contact down at the bottom. Because if I get like this, I'm not really going to have much of an angle of attack. It's just kind of going to glide me
Right.
through. But if I get here, then I've got something to kind of snap at.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions I can answer for you?
No, that works.
Okay.
I feel better now. Not having pains. That's my biggest thing.
Good. Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I will get with Cisco today and we'll find out what the weather's going to be like.
Yeah, that might.
So,
About that one.
I was good. Okay. Good.